healthcare. This will be our pathway for the today's presentation. First, we'll learn what is quantum computing actually. Then let us learn how far we have come into the technology of quantum computing, and why do we need to use this quantum computing? Why not our classical methods already in use, and how this will affect. And then let us conclude on how this is go. First of all, let us learn what is quantum computing exactly. So, computing is a very revolutionary technology that is going to change human lives for like really different. It will affect every industry out there, that is medicine or learning and finance structures, and quantum computing will be so very fast in calculating any kind of algorithms. So actually, quantum computers, what is the difference between a normal classical computer and a quantum computer? The quantum computer uses qubits, and our normal computers used to have bits. Those were existing in either 0 or 1 state, but the qubits exist simultaneously in a 0 as well as 1 state. The quantum computers are based on the quantum theory, which says that until a matter until a quantum particle is observed, it can superposition and exist in two states at the same time. And let us learn about how we have evolved in the quantum computing. The very first quantum computer was built by Sir Isaac Chuang in 1998. He is from Los Alamos National Laboratory, and he had just two qubits in the first quantum computers that could input, load, and output a data. And I already mentioned about the qubits, that qubits are a revolutionary, are going to be used, have to be used in quantum computers, and they exist in coherent superpositions of 0 and 1. Our classical bits used to exist only in 0 or 1, but the qubits actually exist in coherent superpositions. Also, a milestone in the evolution is the Google had recently announced quantum supremacy. They built a 54 qubit computer which was able to do a task that would take 10,000 years for a normal computer. They did that task in just 200 seconds, and this is a really big milestone in this evolution of quantum computers. Here is why we need to inculcate quantum computing into healthcare. You can see healthcare has always grown as a sector to be faster, to gain more and more profits. And how we can use quantum computers into healthcare? By these are the variety of applications where quantum computers can be executed, like supersonic drugs and lot many. So what we can conclude from there, that our classical computers are reaching their limits, and we need a better technology that can handle our bigger algorithms and higher amount of data, and which will be in the form of quantum computers. And you would have observed that bits and qubits, there is a only two letter change, but that is going to change the complete horizon of healthcare. And a negative we can say about quantum computers is that the reliance of quantum computers upon quantum mechanics is the very thing that makes them very fragile. That is the thing that gives them power also. So we can it would not be wrong to say that quantum computing is in its baby stages, and it is currently growing, but it has a vast future. These are the references I used for the presentation, and I would like to say thank you. But a quote from a great person, but we do not know about him. Strange as it sounds, the computer of tomorrow could be built around a cup of coffee. The caffeine molecule is just one of the possible building blocks of a quantum computer, a new type of computer that compromises to provide mind-blogging performance, that can break secret codes into a